everybody. It's 10:33 here. My name is Anna, ACS Creations. It's been a little while since I did a video. I got quite a bit to show you, and stuff that's finished, stuff that's not finished, because I started more stuff even though I shouldn't have. So I have multiple projects in the process of being done. I'll get into the smaller things that I have done. This was with I think this one was with the Crochet Now or Inside Crochet, or no, Simply Crochet. It was either Simply Crochet or Crochet Now. The Little Mermaid. The hair is a little sideways, but this is only my second time doing an amigurumi, so yeah. It's not the greatest, but I like how it came out. And then this one was with one of the other magazines, and I got the sun right on my face. Definitely did not do a good job on this one, but this is for my 4-month-old son, so it doesn't really matter how it turned out. Dog kind of looks angry though, and the face is definitely a lot bigger than its body. Arm won't stay down. But yeah, little cute thing that he curls up with when he goes to sleep. But she's sleeping right now, so hopefully me doing this video does not wake him up. There's one thing gotta grab. I got this. I love this. I didn't make it. No, not at all. But it is so awesome. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I gotta move over. Hopefully I don't get the sun right there. But lady that made that, this is her Etsy shop. And she's on YouTube. It's Ramblin' Randy's Randoms. But she's on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. So yeah, she's got some pretty awesome stuff on there. And I just ordered, she hand dyes yarn too. And I just ordered some of her hand dyed yarn. Okay, so other things that I have finished. There's one thing that I finished that I don't have with me because I washed it and it's still downstairs on top of the dryer. So I can't show that. I will try and remember to show it in the next video. So next thing I have finished is this hat. I intended to make it for myself, but it doesn't fit. I made it too small. So my son has a hat for the winter. Hopefully it fits him. I mean, it should fit him, but it's too small for my head. So there's that. And this was made out of Serenity Chunky Heathers. Deborah Norville. And the color is Oatmeal Heather. And I still got a little bit of it left over. not enough to try and make a hat for myself. I could take this out, but I'm like, he could use a hat, so keep it for him. The next thing I finished was this. Oh, there it is. This. It's a shrug. I don't know how I'll build. Yeah. Not too good with the hoodie. But you kind of get the idea. It'd be a lot better without the hoodie on. But yeah. Just something quick. It took me, well, if I didn't have to stop, it would have taken me one day to do. It was easy. I actually did it differently than what the pattern called for. The lady is on YouTube. It was a tutorial, and I crocheted my hair. Ano, I think that's how you say it. It was one of her videos, and I think she was using a 9 or a 10 millimeter hook to do it, but I didn't. So I think I used a 6 on mine. And then just with the Karen 1 pound in black, I did an outline, or not outline, a border. No, I didn't do a border. No. What it was is I ran out of the color that I had, so I had to use black. That's what it was. Not a border. But the colorful part is done in Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel, and the color is Snow Cone Stand /49. This yarn is, you can get it at Hobby Lobby. So that's done. Now, I think that's everything that I have done. I'm pretty sure everything that I have done. Now, on to stuff that I'm working on. Where to start? Because there's quite a few. I just do the smaller ones and then work my way up. This little bag is perfect for like smaller projects. I got it on Wish. I think I paid maybe 97 cents, $1 for it. And it's perfect. I have one of my little projects in there. This, I think in my last video, I showed you something that I was making. I don't remember what it was because that was a little while ago. But I took it out again. And I am doing a shawl. Well, it's not going to be like a big shawl. It's just going to be one that you can like wrap around. Kind of like a handkerchief. Like this. I don't know if it's a cowl or I don't know what it's called. But it's still got a little ways to go, but it'll drape down like this. And hopefully be a little bit longer once I'm done. But I don't know how much longer because this is all I have left. So we'll see how much I can get done. But this is, I don't know if you can see it with the glare. I'll turn it to the side. It's actually quite long. And I can't even fit it in all the way. Kinda. There we go. But yeah, I absolutely love the colors. Love, love, love them. And this, if I didn't show it in my last video with this, it's Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash Sport. And the color number is 110. So there's that. I'm actually thinking about ordering more of these bags because I wanna start getting into doing more amigurumis. I think I said that in my last video. There's quite a few that I seen that I wanted to do, and I have the patterns, which I'll show you some of the patterns that I have printed out for amigurumis. Okay, I'll show you the one that I can't wait till it's done. I don't want to do this anymore, but it's for an order, and it's just becoming a pain, and I'm at the point where I just want to burn it. So this is what it is, and I know I'm not going to be able to get it all on here, so I'll just show you half. And doesn't even fit half. Let's fold in half. There's 15 of these squares in a row. And I got 1, 2, 3, 5 rows done. Yeah, this is. I don't know if I want to do 11 rows or 12. I used the I think it was an Afghan calculator or something to tell you how many squares you're going to need by how many inches wide the square is, and it said 152. But I'm not sure, because the lady that ordered this, it's a girl I used to work with, and she wanted me to make it for her dad for Christmas. I don't know how tall her dad is, so I added on an extra row at the bottom. Well, instead of, it was only supposed to be 14 squares down and 11 across. I did 15 down, and I was going to do 12 across. But I may be able to get away with just doing 11. I don't know yet. I'm hoping so, because if that's the case, then I only have 6 more rows, and that's awesome. If not, then I guess I'm just going to have to suck it up and deal with doing 7 more rows of these squares. I just want it done. I really do. I don't mind doing granny squares, and I don't mind stitching them together to a point, but there's so many other things that I want to do right now, and it feels like all my time is tied up with that. And then trying to do that and take care of a 4-month-old and go to work, it's like by the time I actually have time to actually work on any of the squares, it's like 11:30 at night, and I only can do 1 or 2 squares, and then I'm, like starting to fall asleep. But once that's done, give it to her. Like, I'm done with granny squares for a long time. But the yarn I'm using with that is Hirschner's, and let's see, this color, this one is called Sandstone 1024. I really picked a bad time to do this video. And then the green is Meadow 1018. And the yellow is Soft Gold I'm missing one of these. I think the brown one was like something coffee related, like mocha or something like that. I don't know where this one. They were all together. I kept them all together, so when I did a video to show you guys, I could tell you. Well, this isn't it, cause yeah, this lady, I think it was last year, was selling like a bunch of yarn, and I'm like, ooh, yarn. It was, you know, the bags that like comforters come in. She had 2 of those, plus a garbage bag full of yarn, and she only wanted $85 for it, and it was all Hirschner's yarn. So I'm like, ooh, I want that. And my mother-in-law also crochets, so I said, hey, do you want to get in on this and we'll split it? She's like, yeah. So we split it, and that was hard splitting because I'm like, ooh, I want it all, but I can't because she paid half, so it's only fair that she gets some too. But that's where I got the yarn for this. And I definitely lost my train of thought again. Oh, mom brain. That's wonderful. The next thing I'm working on. Oh, and I also have a small yarn haul. Not haul. I just got a couple of things. But I'll show those in a minute. But the next thing I'm working on is a scooty. The pattern is done by Zoe, 24 karat crochet. It's a free pattern. But I'm going to do this part and then add on ears and a mane for my sister. She said that she wanted a pony scarf, hooded scarf thing. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, what colors? The color she picked was black, purple, green, and orange. Okay. If that's really the colors that you want, that's what I'll do. So this is the start of it. I gotta wait until the orange comes so I can do the orange. And then I'm gonna do the green. So it's gonna be black, purple, orange, and then green. That's going to be an odd one, but it is my sister, and my sister is kind of weird, so I guess that suits her. And the yarn that I'm using is Karen 1 pound. The only one that's not going to be Karen 1 pound that I'm using is the orange, which is going to be Hirschner's. So there's that. And then this I started last night, and I think I showed you a pattern, not a pattern, me making something with this yarn, but in the last video. Well, I ended up taking that out, and it was the 4th time taking something out with that yarn. So hopefully I can actually stick with this one, and I like it. But this is one. There we go. It's gonna be a sweater, top down sweater, and oh, yarn. That's not the yarn label. Oh. Why is it like that? There we go. Cupcake by Lion Brand. And this one is called Sea Breeze. I love all the color, like how it looks. The other thing is, mine doesn't have this one. This one, and I don't think it has this one either. Like, I was looking on the inside. It doesn't have that color. Unless if that is the color and it just shows up differently once it's worked up. I don't know. But yeah, that is the other thing that I have going on. The pattern for this is, I'm following a video on YouTube. I don't remember the name, but if I can figure out how, I will post a link in the description box. If I can't figure it out, I will definitely write down the lady's name who's doing the tutorial for this. She is also on Ravelry, but it's a paid pattern, and I'm not 100% sure the pattern is in English, because when you go to buy the pattern, a lot of the stuff is in German. So I'm not sure if the pattern would be in German or if it's in English. So if you go to her Ravelry, just kind of be cautious about that. So unless if you know how to speak German, then you're all set to go. Okay, so next thing is just a few things that I bought at Michael's last night. This yarn, it was only one. I love it. I was trying to find other ones. I was looking up in the overstock. Couldn't find any more. So if they get more of this, because I want to make my son something with this. And I was asking him last night. He's not going to be able to answer me, but I was still asking him, like, do you want a sweater or do you want a hoodie? He kind of smiled at sweater, and then he also smiled when I said, do you want a sweater with a hoodie or with a hood? Because I kind of want to make him a hoodie, but I just wanted to see what his reaction would be if I asked him. So I think he kind of wants a sweater, because he smiled when I asked him if he wanted me to make him a sweater. But I don't know. The color of this is mint. I saw it and I'm like, oh my god, I need this. Whether I make something for me or if I make something for him, I don't know. But I just needed to have this one. And the other thing I got was Peyton's Classic Wool Worsted. I got 2 of those. And the color is dark gray mix. I got kind of. There's that. But I'm gonna try and make my husband a pair of socks. He's like, I'm like, if I make you a pair of socks, would you actually wear them? He's like, only if they're like the army blankets rough. And I'm like, ew, why would you want that on your feet? He's like, they're comfortable and they're warm. And I'm like, whatever. I don't think I've actually ever crocheted with wool before. Like, this is, it's 100% pure new wool. I think I've crocheted stuff that has some wool in it. I don't think I've ever crocheted anything that was 100% wool. So we'll see if it irritates me. So far, I haven't had any issues with any different types of yarns. So we'll have to see. And then the last thing I bought last night was this. It was clearance. I saw orange. My sister loves orange. Her birthday was actually on Friday. Yes, Friday, October 26th. Oop. It's upside down. And you can't really see it because of the thing. The tag on it. Anyways, it's premium or premier something. Premier home is what I'm not going to take that off completely right now. Premier home cotton. Color is tangerine splash. Yeah, I figured I'd make my sister, because she just moved into a new house, so I figured I'd make her up some dishcloths as like a housewarming gift. But yeah, she loves orange. And it would also go, she's got an orange, either a washer or dryer. My husband's like, oh, that was probably painted. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. And you could definitely tell that it wasn't painted. So yeah, I think that's all I have going on right now. Oh, the patterns. I got a little folder for my amigurumis, and then I got one for like scarves, shawls, cardigans, stuff like that. And then I also have a separate folder for all the Grafgans, which I can show you. One of the Grafgans that I'm going to be doing for my brother. I honestly don't really know what I get myself into sometimes. That's gonna be fun. And I told him, I'm like, don't expect it like for Christmas or for your birthday, your 21st birthday in February, because it's more than likely not going to happen. Oh, I got this hoodie the other day. Yeah, it's awesome hoodie. The only one, and they only had an extra large. So I'm like, I wasn't gonna get it at first, but I'm like, you know what? So it's a little big. I like my hoodies big, so that's alright. Okay, so the amigurumi patterns that I have. I want to do this for my son. I don't know if I want to do it for his birthday, his first birthday, or if I want to do it for Christmas. I'm more thinking his birthday, because on Christmas he's going to be 6 months old, so he's not, I don't know if he's going to actually be able to, do anything with him at 6 months. I don't know. He's my first kid. I don't know. I'm making this for my husband. He loves seagulls. Glare. Sorry if the glare is like blinding you. This one is, I always forget his name, but it's from an anime show. I want to say Soul Eater if you are into animes. I think this is from Soul Eater. But I got that too. I got that pattern. And then, if you've ever seen the movie The Labyrinth, my son was just laughing in his sleep. The little worm. They actually have a pattern for him. I saw that and I'm like, oh my god. Definitely needed that. Little fishy. My son just woke up. And then this, Pete the cat, which my son loves. He's got a little Pete the cat stuffed animal that my mom's boyfriend's mother got for him. And this is another thing that I want to make him. That. Is that the other one? No. Oh, stupid jellyfish. I don't know if it was me or if the pattern wasn't written up right. Like, I just wasn't getting the pattern at all for these. And I was going to make one for my mom's boyfriend. And he wanted it in, like, burgundy and tan. So, I started making it. And it did not look like a jellyfish. The colors that he chose and my whole lack of being able to knowing how to do amigurumis, it looked like a radish with roots on it. I told my husband, I'm like, if you want, put this in your box at work. I don't want to see it. If I see it, I will burn it. Or you can tie it on the back of your car and let it drag for all I care. I did not want to see that. I was so irritated with it. I just like, no. And I'm like, that's it. I'm not doing any more amigurumis because I can't get the concept. And yeah, now that's one thing that I want to start doing is more amigurumis. So I think this is it. This one is full of all my Grafgans. And I'm gonna have to take it out. My brother is very big into Kingdom Hearts. It's a video game. And I asked him, I'm like, well, I was gonna make him, his favorite band is 21 Pilots. He got me into 21 Pilots too. So I'm like, do you want a blanket? And I was gonna make him a 21 Pilots blanket. But then he sent me this picture, and he's like, can you do this? And I'm like, I'll try. But this is the Kingdom Hearts logo. I'll move it that way. No. So yeah, that is going to be one of my projects, and this is all the stitches.